I'm making a video.
Are you?
Yeah. Yay!
Yeah, one candle, I got it.
Hey! You don't have any girlfriends.
No.
Nobody loves him.
No girlfriends. Not right now.
Happy birthday! What have you done that matters? Happy birthday! You're starting to get fatter. Happy birthday! It's downhill from now on. Try not to remind yourself your best years are all gone.
Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates the fact that you were able to make a trip around the sun. Yay! Again, happy birthday, Travis. I told you on Facebook, I told you in person, I made a Facebook status about it, and now you're part of my vlog. So there's a lot of other ways to wish you happy birthday on social media, but I think I covered some pretty big ones. Hi everyone, welcome to the final episode of Shelby Vlogs Everyday in November. Not saying this is the final vlog I'll ever do, but just the final one of this series where I vlog every day. I decided to vlog from my floor because, well, my back was hurting and I felt like this would be good for posture. I'm running out of places to vlog. So this challenge it's been quite fun actually. I've enjoyed making the videos. I've learned a lot about editing. I didn't edit when I did vlogs on my other channel, which I will not tell you about because they're kind of embarrassing now. They're from my first couple of years of university. I used to do vlogs quite often, every day, just because, but they were direct uploads. I didn't do any editing. And so that shortened the amount of time that it took to create the videos. I have since realized that editing takes up so much time when you're making videos, and I can definitely understand why people can make a full career out of it because the editing can take so long. Alright, since it is the last video, let's see what I'm going to talk about, and then we can see what I didn't talk about, what's left in the jar. The final topic of Shelby Vlogs Everyday in November is 5 things people do not know about me. From Zane, my good friend Zane. Thanks, Zane. That didn't go anywhere. 5 things that people don't know about me. This is really hard because I'm a really open person. I usually tell people pretty much everything about me. It's hard to know what other people don't know about you because people should know everything that they know about themselves, everything they've done, especially me because I don't drink or anything. What don't people know about me that I can say on the internet? This is really difficult. I can't even think of one. I have to think of 5. I guess one thing I can talk about is I spent pretty much my whole adolescence being afraid of puberty and it terrifying me. It was kind of a phobia. When I was younger, I don't know if I was properly educated on what was about to happen to me. For a girl, when all that stuff is coming out of you, maybe I was educated on it, maybe I just felt so awkward about it I refused to listen, which is highly possible. I felt like when all that stuff's coming out of you, I thought it was just like steady and that's what's going to happen your whole life. And it also seemed like for me, I felt like, oh, blood is coming out of you? It's probably painful. You're probably, like, something's ripping you from the inside, which is apparently how most girls feel when it's happening. Not me. Yeah, but it just seemed like the most terrifying thing. And I secretly hoped for quite a few years that I was actually a boy. That those things would not happen to me because I would watch shows on TLC about girls who happened to have actual boy parts. So they weren't actually girls. I used to actually hope that I was someone like that. I used to really hope that I was a boy. Just puberty was terrifying. I didn't I wasn't excited about going shopping for my first bra. Ugh, it still makes me feel awkward. I'm so awkward about these things. So awkward. But that's something people just might not know about me, is that I, just in general, I am very squeamish about the topics of like puberty. I just cracked my finger. That happened to Mary.
I either A, end up procrastinating, or B, just crack my finger.
About puberty and just growing up and sexual things. Ugh! This video is gonna make Charlie happy. My good friend Charlie, love him to pieces. He gets so much joy out of watching me squirm with uncomfortableness and me turning red, and wow, my face is warm. So that's something you might not know about me. That's number one. 4 more. I guess I haven't really discussed the kind of music I like. I've discussed opera and I've discussed musicals, but I haven't discussed what I grew up listening. On the inside, I am secretly a punk rock chick, but not really secretly. I'm quite open about it. The bands that I grew up listening to were like Green Day and Rancid and Blink-182 and Good Charlotte and Simple Plan and Sum 41, and the only one song I listened of The Living End was Prisoner of Society. It's my favorite song. But yeah, my favorite band is The Living End. They're out of Australia, and I started listening to this one song, Prisoner of Society, when I was a kid, and it's still one of my favorite songs. But yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of punk rock music just because of my sister. My sister's quite punk rocky. She's the reason why I dyed my hair purple, and you can't even see that it's purple, but believe me, it's purple. So kind of music I like, punk rock, kind of punk pop. My favorite thing to listen to when I need background music it's on Songza, and it's called the 90s Pop Punk playlist. It's very good. It's like punk rock music from the 90s. Also, the one called Fallout Boys. It plays punk pop, punk rock music of the early 2000s, which is when I was like 11, 12, 13, which was a big musical development moment in my life. Thank you to my sister Kelly for influencing the music that I listen to. You awesome. I have 10 nieces and nephews. No, everyone knows about that. I always talk about them. They're so awesome. See, I'm very open about the things that I talk about, or the things about my life. I don't really hide anything. I'm very honest. We could talk about the boy I practically stalk, but I'm so open about that. It's like everyone knows about that. Hey, Andrew. I talk about all my eye conditions a lot. I don't have any allergies, so I can't really discuss like any allergies I have or any cool allergies I have. I'm so boring. Why does everyone think I'm awesome? All my high school friends will know this, but I spent 6 years playing the trumpet in band. I went to honor band, which is just special, talented group of kids. Not really, you didn't have to apply, you just went. I went to honor band and I played trumpet. I was at the U of R honor band, as well as the SMEA, Saskatchewan Music Educators Association honor band in my grade 12, 11, grade 12. Oh, it's my grade 12 year. There were 9 of us in the trumpet section, I believe, and I was 5th chair, so I was like right in the middle. That one you actually did have to audition for, and I didn't actually play the audition piece that they sent you. I played Shostakovich's Festive Overture, which basically goes for the 4th trumpet part. It's like it's one of my favorite pieces of music. It's very nostalgic, and it's very brassy, I find. And as a brass player, everyone hates the trumpets because they're so loud. As a brass player, I love that. It was a good piece. I loved being the 4th trumpet part. Typically, the higher the number, the less difficulty it usually is, or the higher the pitch. 1st trumpet is like the lead trumpet. second, third, fourth, blah, blah, blah. For Festive Overture, fourth trumpet was it was different than the other trumpet parts, and I always felt very proud to be the fourth trumpet of Festive Overture. That always made me feel really good. I think that was the third one. I think we're at number 4. I used to be a rather smart, intelligent child. I don't know what happened. I learned how to read in high school. I'm really intelligent. No, I learned how to read in elementary school. Oh my god, everyone learns how to read in elementary school. Okay, so when it was kindergarten, this is what I'm trying to say. I could read. That's what I'm trying to say. My sister Kelly, who's 6 years older than me, she taught me how to read. We used to play school together, and I was her student, and she was the teacher. She taught me all my numbers. I remember in kindergarten we had to do a test where you basically just counted as high up as you could go. And they had to stop me. I was at 100 something, and they were just like, okay, she can count. Stop. I don't know what fact that was. It was just like, I used to be really smart, but I'm not anymore. What happened? This is the hardest video I've had to make. It's really hard to think of interesting things when you don't think you're an interesting person. I think of myself as a very, plain Jane, whatever they call it. A very plain person where there's, nothing interesting about me, but people keep telling me, you are an awesome person. And I'm just like, I just always respond with, I'm okay, because I don't really see anything special about me. I'm just Shelby. I can discuss the fact that I feel gender neutral. That's kind of a thing that I've kind of gotten into with people, but I don't express it a lot. So basically, I feel on this, if there was a line, and this was female and this was male, I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle. It's mostly just because I feel like I can't relate to girls, and I feel like I can relate to guys. So basically, I don't feel like I can relate to girls because the thing that happens to girls once a month, it does happen to me. But for me, it's like there are no symptoms. The only symptom that it's happening is that it's happening. There's no warning, nothing. It's very frustrating. I kind of talked about this earlier a little bit. It's very frustrating to not have any sort of warning. So it's just like it appears, and it doesn't appear like people will have it's like a clock. It'll happen on that one day, and if it doesn't happen, you're pregnant. For me, it happens somewhere between 35 and 60 days. It's somewhere in there. There's no warning. I feel like I don't get emotional. I feel like I don't get a lot of cravings. I don't get any sort of pain. It just happens. People will be jealous of me just because I know a lot of girls do feel a lot of pain. I don't feel any pain, and I'm envious of people who do feel pain, not the kind that puts you in the hospital, because some people get put in the hospital because of it. For me, it's more I wish I got a little warning, just like a hello, I'm coming to visit. Basically, part of that, not feeling any of that, it kind of makes me feel like I'm not part of the girl gender. It's such a part of people's identity, I feel, or girls' identity, and I can't relate to it at all. And I feel like all these girls, they've banded together, and they're this big support group, and they're yeah, we're in it together, ladies. And I'm like, why are you crying? I don't understand. And whenever it's happening to girls, if they're oh, this is the worst day ever, and I say, oh, what's wrong? Are you having a bad day? And they'll just be it's just my time. You understand. And I'm just, nope, don't understand at all. I always refer to there's Shelby, there's dudes, there's girls, and I'm here just hanging out with the dudes and Mary. It's been something that I've been struggling with for a while, and I don't know if that's the main reason why I don't feel like a lady, because I can't relate to 99% of them that are my age. And I think it might also have something to do with the fact I've always felt disconnected, just because, as I said earlier, I grew up like wishing that I was a boy and did not become a boy. But I'm not a very girly girl. I do like a lot of girl things. Girl things. Like, I like keeping my hair like long, which is a girl thing. I like the colors purple and pink. I don't think I like them because my gender stereotype has told me to. I just think I like them just because I like them. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a girl. I like wearing dresses. They're comfortable. Do they make me feel very feminine? I don't know. So yeah, I think that's all I'm going to talk about that one, just because it's still something that's developing in my brain and things I'm thinking about. But that's kind of where I am now with it. I belong to the Shelby gender. I don't identify myself as my gender. I don't go up to people or just I don't describe myself as being like, "Hi, I'm Shelby. I'm a 25-year-old female. I'm a 25-year-old person. I'm 25 years old." My gender does not define who I am. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think that's it. Some of that stuff you might already know because I'm very open about myself. But maybe some of that you don't know. And hey, that's something new about me. Thanks for watching me the last month vlog every day. It's been fun, and I'd like to do some more future vlogging. Not every day, but maybe once a week, or we'll see. I like it. I like being able to express my thoughts and just tell people how I feel about things, and I like it. So, thank you. This was episode 30, Shelby Vlogs Everyday in November. Episode 30 out of 30. And thank you so much, and maybe see you next November, or maybe I'll do Vita in April. Bye. I'm gonna miss you. Aww. Bye, everyone. Hi, everyone. There's something that I forgot to do. I said I was going to read off the rest of the unchosen topics. Let's see what else I could have talked about this month. Sorry about that. Sailor Moon. I would have loved to have been able to talk about Sailor Moon. Maybe a future video. I've recently developed, I have super girl crush feelings for Sailor Uranus. Oh my god. It's weird for me to say that because I do identify as a person who likes boys. So, if you and your friends were Pokemon, who would you all be? That's another Zane. I'm not answering these questions. I'm just telling you what we missed talking about. Fashion, suggested by Andrew. He just wants me to talk about my long torso and how difficult it can be to dress. So, thanks, Andrew. That would have been painful. My favorite book, suggested by Ezekiel McAdams. My favorite book series is Harry Potter. If you want a quick book recommendation, I would recommend Ready Player One, especially if you are a nerd in a sort of way. It's about video games, and it's a mystery. If you like Dan Brown novels or just like mysteries, I'd recommend it. Ready Player One. Just Pokemon in general. I talked about my favorite Pokemon. I talked about Pokemon TCG. I talked about Pokemon Go. I think I talked about something else Pokemon related, just video games in general. But Bevan wanted me to talk about Pokemon in general. That one would have been difficult, just because I've already talked a lot about it. And apparently I wrote fashion down for Andrew twice. So you really wanted to hear me talk about my torso. It's just Andrew thinks I have the longest torso in the world, just because when I sit next to him, I'm taller than him, even though when I stand, he's taller than me. Heart you, boy. So those are the topics I missed talking about. Alright. Bye again!